When Russell T Davies returned to Doctor Who, many fans rejoiced, expecting a renaissance of the beloved British sci-fi series. Yet despite a visibly larger budget and global streaming support from Disney+, the new era of Doctor Who has delivered fewer episodes, longer waits, and now, the early exit of Ncuti Gatwa's 15th Doctor. What should have been a triumphant return has instead been hobbled by an unexpected limitation: Disney's insistence on 4K HDR delivery, a demand that has quietly reshaped the series from the ground up. Fewer episodes despite a bigger budget. Historically, Doctor Who seasons under Davies, Moffat, and Chibnall offered 10 to 13 episodes, providing plenty of time for character development and narrative experimentation. But since Disney entered the picture, that count has dropped to just 8 episodes per season. For longtime fans, the math doesn't add up. With Disney now co-funding the show alongside the BBC, viewers expected more, not less. While exact budget figures remain undisclosed, Davies himself quashed the $10 million per episode rumor. Credible estimates place the cost per episode at around $6 to $7 million, a significant jump from the early 2005 revival days. Back then, the entire 13-episode run cost roughly the same as a single modern installment. Yet paradoxically, this increased funding hasn't translated into more stories or more screen time for Gatwa's Doctor. The 4K HDR trade-off. According to reports and Davies' own comments, much of this new budget isn't going to storytelling. It's being funneled into meeting Disney's technical specifications, specifically 4K HDR image quality. That means enhanced visual effects, ultra-sharp resolution, and costly post-production upgrades. While this helps Doctor Who visually align with the likes of The Mandalorian or Loki, it comes at the expense of content volume. Put simply, Doctor Who is sacrificing substance for polish. Had the show been allowed to produce in standard HD, it's entirely possible that fans would have received a 13-episode season instead of 8. With more episodes, there'd be more time to explore Ncuti Gatwa's version of the Doctor, more diverse adventures across time and space, and more chances to build narrative arcs worthy of Doctor Who's legacy. The Gatwa era was over too soon. Ncuti Gatwa brought charisma, energy, and emotional nuance to the role of the Doctor. Yet with such a limited run and large gaps between seasons, his tenure already feels fleeting. While not officially confirmed, speculation around his early departure points to a misalignment between production expectations and creative flexibility, possibly fueled by the restrictive format imposed by Disney's demands. Ironically, by pushing Doctor Who to meet high visual standards, Disney may have unintentionally made it less accessible, less frequent, and more fleeting. And that's not what fans were promised when global streaming support was announced. A misstep in priorities. In the modern streaming age, success isn't just about resolution, it's about engagement. Longer seasons often drive viewer retention, fan theorizing, and repeat viewing, especially for serialized sci-fi. Prioritizing 4K HDR quality over episode count limits the show's ability to generate streaming hours, fan momentum, and cultural impact. Had Disney allowed Davies to stretch the budget across more episodes in HD rather than demanding cinematic visuals, we might be living in a much richer, more expansive era of Doctor Who. Instead, technical perfection has come at the cost of narrative depth and character longevity. Conclusion: a future still in flux. Russell T Davies' second tenure on Doctor Who has proven he can still tell compelling stories. But the full potential of his return has yet to be realized. Unless the priorities behind the scenes shift from format fidelity to fan experience, Doctor Who may continue to feel visually spectacular but narratively stunted. The Doctor deserves more than 4K images. The Doctor deserves time to grow, to travel, and to inspire. And fans deserve to see that journey unfold without limitation.